Before you scroll, take one quiet moment. This message isn't here to confuse your heart, it's here to bring clarity. God wants you to listen calmly, because understanding what you feel right now can change how you move forward. Beloved soul, take a quiet moment and let your heart settle, because what is being shared with you now is not meant to rush you or place expectations upon you. God's guidance arrives with clarity and respect, never with pressure. This message is not about convincing you of anything, and it is not about creating confusion. It is about understanding something gently, in a way that honors everyone involved and protects your peace. Sometimes connections form in ways we do not plan or analyze at first. They arise from recognition, from shared values, from conversations that feel natural and honest. God understands these connections more deeply than we often do, because God sees intention, sincerity, and heart rather than surface details. This message is not asking you to focus on numbers or differences, but to listen with maturity, awareness, and calm understanding. If you have sensed that someone holds genuine feelings for you, that awareness did not come to disturb you. It came to invite reflection. God does not push the heart into decisions. God invites the heart to understand itself more clearly. Archangel Michael speaks with steadiness here, reminding you that love, when it is sincere, is patient and respectful. It does not demand immediate response. It allows space. There is no instruction in this moment telling you what to do. There is only an invitation to listen without judgment. Listening does not mean agreeing. Listening means understanding. God honors thoughtful consideration far more than rushed action. This message comes now because your heart is capable of holding understanding without becoming overwhelmed. If you feel calm curiosity rather than urgency, that is the correct tone. God does not create confusion in matters of the heart. God brings clarity. Clarity often arrives quietly, helping you see situations as they are, not as fears or assumptions might portray them. You are being guided to observe with wisdom, not react with emotion. This moment is about self-awareness. About recognizing what feels respectful, honest, and aligned with your values. God trusts your ability to discern. That trust is why this message is gentle rather than forceful. You are not being rushed toward a conclusion. You are being supported in understanding. Let this part rest with you calmly. There is no deadline, no pressure, no demand. Just an invitation to listen with a steady heart and clear mind. Stay present with this moment a little longer, beloved soul, because what follows is not meant to push your heart in any direction, but to help you understand it more clearly. God's guidance in matters of connection is never loud or forceful. It arrives with patience and balance, inviting awareness rather than demanding action. God understands sincerity deeply. Sincerity shows itself in respect, in patience, in the willingness to honor boundaries and timing. This message is not asking you to focus on labels or differences. It is asking you to notice the tone of the connection itself. Is it calm? Is it respectful? Is it patient? These qualities matter far more than assumptions or surface details. If you have sensed genuine affection from someone, God wants you to approach that awareness with maturity and clarity, not confusion. Affection does not require immediate response. It does not require explanation. It can simply be acknowledged internally and held with care. Archangel Michael reminds you that wise hearts move slowly, not because they are uncertain, but because they value understanding over impulse. There is reassurance here about your freedom. You are not being guided to say yes or no. You are being guided to listen without pressure. God trusts your discernment. Discernment grows when the mind is calm and the heart is steady. This is why the message feels gentle. Pressure clouds discernment. Calm strengthens it. Age differences, circumstances, and timing are not meant to be ignored, but they are also not meant to dominate your thinking. God invites you to see people as they are in character and intention. True care respects your pace. True care does not rush understanding. If something is sincere, it will remain patient. Archangel Michael says patience is one of the clearest signs of respect. This moment is also about self-awareness. About recognizing what you value, what feels aligned with your principles, and what supports your peace. God does not separate wisdom from compassion. Both can exist together. You are allowed to be kind without being obligated. You are allowed to be thoughtful without being pressured. Listening calmly honors everyone involved. If questions arise in your mind, let them arise without fear. Questions are not obstacles. They are guides. God welcomes thoughtful reflection. Archangel Michael says reflection creates clarity, and clarity protects the heart. You are not being asked to silence your thoughts. You are being encouraged to let them settle naturally. Notice how this message does not create urgency. That is intentional. God does not hurry the heart. What is meaningful will not disappear because you take time to understand it. Time brings truth into focus. Rushed decisions blur it. You are being supported in taking the time you need. As this part rests within you, allow yourself to remain neutral and grounded. You do not need to interpret signs or search for meaning beyond what is clear. This message is about steadiness. About respecting your own process. About trusting that understanding will come when it is ready. Let this awareness stay gentle. You are not being pulled forward or held back. You are being supported right where you are. Remain with this gentle stillness, beloved soul, because this is where understanding matures into clarity and calm consideration becomes inner strength. God's guidance does not hurry the heart, it steadies it. Archangel Michael speaks softly here, reminding you that clarity grows best when you give yourself permission to reflect without pressure. What you are being invited into now is not a decision, but a deeper awareness of your own values, boundaries, and sense of peace. When feelings are involved, especially ones that arise unexpectedly, wisdom asks for space. Space to notice what feels respectful. Space to observe intention without assumptions. Space to recognize your own comfort level without minimizing it. God honors this space. You are not asked to ignore reality, and you are not asked to magnify it. You are asked to see it clearly, calmly, and honestly. Clarity does not come from urgency, it comes from alignment. This part of the message is about discernment. Discernment is the quiet ability to recognize what fits your life without being pushed by emotion or expectation. Discernment allows kindness and caution to exist together. It lets compassion guide you without obligating you. God trusts your discernment because it has been shaped by experience, reflection, and self-respect. You are capable of listening thoughtfully. and responding with integrity. Age differences and circumstances can bring complexity, and complexity deserves patience. God does not dismiss complexity, and God does not dramatize it. God invites balance. Balance means acknowledging realities while remaining anchored in your values. It means allowing feelings to be acknowledged without letting them override wisdom. If something is sincere, it will respect your pace. If something is respectful, it will honor boundaries. These truths remain steady regardless of emotion. Archangel Michael reminds you that your peace matters. Peace is not avoidance, it is alignment. When something aligns with your peace, it feels steady rather than urgent. It feels respectful rather than demanding. It feels patient rather than insistent. You are allowed to notice these signals and trust them. Trusting your peace does not close doors, it ensures that any door you open leads somewhere healthy. This message also affirms your right to take time. Time is not distance. Time is clarity. What is real does not fade because you reflect. What is sincere does not pressure you to hurry. God does not rush what needs understanding. God waits with you while understanding forms naturally. That waiting is not emptiness, it is preparation for wise choice, whatever that choice may be. If questions arise, let them surface gently. Questions are not doubts, they are guides. They help you understand what you need, what you value, and what you are ready for. God welcomes thoughtful questions. Archangel Michael says thoughtful hearts create stable outcomes. Stability protects everyone involved. You are being guided toward stability, not confusion. There is reassurance here about boundaries. Boundaries are not rejection. Boundaries are clarity. They communicate respect, for yourself and for others. God honors boundaries because they preserve peace. You are allowed to express care without commitment. You are allowed to listen without agreeing. You are allowed to be kind without being obligated. These permissions are part of mature understanding. As this awareness settles, notice how it does not demand action. It strengthens your footing. It reminds you that you can move forward thoughtfully, one step at a time, without pressure. God's guidance does not force outcomes, it supports wise paths. You are not behind. You are not late. You are simply choosing awareness over impulse. Let this part rest within you. You do not need to label it or resolve it immediately. Understanding is already forming. When the time comes to respond, whether that response is conversation, clarity, or closure, you will do so from steadiness, not urgency. That steadiness is the gift of this moment. Stay with this final moment, beloved soul, because this is where understanding settles into peace and clarity becomes something you can carry without effort. God does not close a message by pushing the heart toward urgency. God closes it by restoring balance. Archangel Michael speaks gently now, not to add anything new, but to help you trust what has already become clear within you. This is not a call to act quickly. It is an invitation to remain grounded, thoughtful, and kind to yourself. Your life continues after this message, and that is exactly how it should be. You will return to your routines, your responsibilities, and your everyday moments, and you do not need to carry pressure with you. God does not want this understanding to feel heavy or complicated. God wants it to feel steady. What is meant for you will respect your pace. What is sincere will not rush you. This truth allows you to move forward without tension. Archangel Michael reminds you that love, when it is real, honors clarity. It does not blur boundaries or create confusion. It allows time. It allows reflection. It allows both people to remain whole and respected. You are not required to resolve everything at once. You are allowed to let understanding mature naturally. Maturity brings calm. Calm protects peace. Peace supports wise outcomes. If you decide to speak, you can speak with honesty and respect. If you decide to wait, waiting is not avoidance. It is discernment. If you decide to say no, kindness can still remain. God honors all of these paths when they are chosen thoughtfully. There is no single, correct response being demanded here. There is only encouragement to choose what aligns with your values and preserves your peace. This final part is about trust. Trust in your ability to recognize what fits your life and what does not. Trust in your instincts, which have been shaped by experience and self-awareness. Trust in the fact that taking time does not weaken sincerity, it strengthens it. God does not hurry wisdom. Wisdom grows quietly, and you have allowed it space to grow. Notice how this message leaves you calmer rather than restless. That calm is intentional. When something aligns with peace, it feels settled. You do not need to analyze it endlessly. You do not need to look for signs. Understanding does not shout. It rests. Archangel Michael says this rest is a sign that your heart has received what it needed. You are allowed to move forward without guilt, without pressure, and without fear of making the wrong choice. Choices made from steadiness tend to be kind, to you and to others. God values kindness that is honest, not kindness that sacrifices peace. You can honor your own boundaries while remaining respectful and compassionate. These qualities can exist together. As this message completes, there is no instruction to do anything immediately. That is deliberate. God respects your process. You are trusted to respond in your own time, in your own way, with clarity and care. What is meant to continue will continue gently. What is not meant to continue will resolve peacefully. Either way, your peace remains intact. Let this be complete. Let it settle without effort. Carry forward the calm confidence that you are capable of handling this situation wisely. You are not alone in understanding. You are supported in clarity. And you are free to move forward with a steady heart. If this message brought clarity to your heart, like this video and share it with someone who values understanding over pressure. Comment, "I choose clarity," to acknowledge this moment, and stay connected for messages meant to guide gently, not forcefully.